me see it real quick.
Yeah, turn around so we can. Cool. Hi, I'm Lucas Posada.
My name's Tristan MacAllister.
I work at the Brewhouse Studio. We're a small creative agency in Portland, Oregon, and we're responsible for the Let'er Buck Cologne launch campaign. Basically, they wanted to take a new product, new company, and they wanted to launch a cologne for the Pendleton Round-Up, which is one of the top 10 biggest rodeos in the world. They wanted to do this, which would normally take 18 months in a typical time frame. They wanted to do it in 6 months. And for the last 6 months, I've been working like crazy to do everything from the product design to the print campaign, television campaign, internet campaign, on-site presence, and all the launch events associated with the product.
And Lucas filled the role of about, I don't know, 20 people as one.
And Tristan did the job of about 3 fourth graders.
So it was very equitable.
Our client, you know, they're not sort of the idea of cowboys. They're not, you know, cologne executives who are inspired by cowboys. They're real people from Eastern Washington, Eastern Oregon, who grew up going to the Pendleton Round-Up because they're interested in Western culture, they're interested in rodeo, and they live it every day.
I mean, the whole reason for us being here was the idea that we could tell good stories with design, and we could do design that told good stories, that helped people understand some sort of context.
The attachment to the Pendleton Round-Up, and both of us having roots in Oregon, was what was interesting for us. I mean, it's it was the Centennial Pendleton Round-Up, 100-year anniversary, and here's a product that already had momentum because of the last 100 years of the Roundup.
So the ability to sort of be a part of that and basically access something that I'd been aware of my whole life seemed like a really cool opportunity. We needed to go through the history, we needed to walk through all the steps that led up to today, and that was the inception of the Roundup. That was, even before that, that was people moving to Pendleton, moving to the West.
And we really realized that we had to work really hard to create something that had its own identity while relating back to the Pendleton Roundup. Our energy was to be focused around the Roundup. We had to have a strong presence there, and we had to have the majority of people who went to this event come away knowing what the cologne was all about. We had a small launch event, which was really successful. We presented the quote-unquote first bottle to the Pendleton Roundup board. We also set up a boot shining station at the Roundup where we were offering free boot shines to anyone that bought a bottle of cologne. And then we rented a house that was 2 blocks from the Pendleton Roundup grounds, which was pretty amazing. And we had our crew of people live there for a week. And essentially, I mean, we were right in the thick of it. For us, it was cool to, from a design point of view, take the hours and hours and hours that we were putting in sitting at a desk, looking at inspiration and interacting with the idea of the product and the idea of the customer and the consumer, and then actually be on the ground interacting with those people. You just learn so much more when you actually have the opportunity to take something that you've designed, hand it to someone, and get their reaction.
The West. Pioneers settled and built lives here. Hard workers, risk takers, staking claim and forging a place on the American frontier. In 1910, these men and women came together for the first Pendleton Roundup. As it was then, it is now, with the same Let'er Buck spirit that led people to this place. In that spirit, Let'er Buck Cologne, marking 100 years of the legendary Pendleton Roundup.